everyone, and welcome to another video by Centipede Geek. Ash is here with us also today, and today we're going to review a film by the name of The Butler. The Butler is directed by a director by the name of Lee Daniels. He is known for directing films such as Precious, and he also did The Paperboy a while back. And now this film stars actors and actresses such as Oprah Winfrey, Forrest Whitaker, Robin Williams, John Cusack. You have several well-known actors, Cuba Gooding Jr., Terrence Howard. Anyways, I'll put a link in the description bar below for imdb.com. That way you can see the full list of actors, because there's a lot of well-known cast in this film. So The Butler is based on a true story that there was a butler that worked in the White House, and he served as a butler for, what was it, around 20, 30 years, and he served under 4 different presidents.
Yeah.
I believe he served under Eisenhower, Kennedy, Reagan, and then one I can't remember. Nixon, right. He served under...
it was more than just 4 presidents.
Right, he served under several different presidents, and it's kind of just about, kind of a coming-of-age story about this butler's life, about his family, played by Forrest Whitaker. Oprah Winfrey plays his wife, and it's just about him living his life and having to undergo the, the troubles of stuff like segregation and that kind of thing. Anyways, that's pretty much the gist of the film titled The Butler, based on the true story. So Ashley, I'll have you go first. What did you think of The Butler?
I really liked The Butler. I did really enjoy it. I still like on this subject of the whole segregation thing or whatnot. I still enjoy 42 a whole lot better, but I did really enjoy The Butler. It was really good. The actors were good. The dialogue was great. Everything was good about it, and I even liked Oprah in it.
So, who is your favorite actor or actress?
Well,
someone that really stole the show, made you feel for him, the character, or what do you think?
Forrest Whitaker was amazing in this movie.
He was really good. He was.
He was absolutely amazing. And Oprah was pretty good herself. I mean, one of my favorite scenes includes her, so...
Which scene would that be? You can go ahead and get spoilers.
Okay. There's a scene where their son comes back after a long while with his girlfriend, and they're at the dinner table and whatnot, and the son makes a remark about his dad being a butler, and it's like a bad remark or whatever, and Oprah just gets up and smacks the heck out of him, like, now you take your trashy hoe girlfriend out and leave my house.
That was, for me at least, I thought it was decent all the way up to that point. The instant Oprah Winfrey slapped him, that was the turning point for me in the movie.
Yeah.
I started to feel for the family. My eyes got a little watery just because of the scene. It wasn't a sad scene, but it was just a really intense scene. The intensity of the scene was really there. And for me, that was the turning point where I said, okay, this went from being a decent film to a really good film. Was there another actor, or what was your favorite president, you think, out of the 4 presidents that there were? Kennedy, Nixon, Reagan, and then Eisenhower.
Well, I really liked the actor who played Kennedy.
Yeah.
Even though his role wasn't very long.
Yeah.
I wish I would have gotten to see Robin Williams a whole lot longer.
Yeah.
I love Robin Williams.
Me too. Yeah. He's there for maybe a minute at the most.
Yeah. And John Cusack.
John Cusack's there the longest. Him and Alan Rickman, who played Ronald Reagan.
Right. I liked John Cusack a lot. I mean, he played that character very good, so...
Yeah, so you liked him the best?
Yeah, probably out of all the presidents.
Out of the presidents? Yeah.
He was just there the longest.
How do you think they treated the subject of segregation, like the scenes where the college teacher is teaching them, what they're going to have to go through, slapping them in the face, and the people are crying?
Yeah, I thought that was crazy.
Then you have the KKK scene where the bus blows up and his son goes to jail several times.
Yeah, it's all pretty crazy how they, went in the direction of actually showing stuff like that actually happened. It just kind of crazy
what people had to go through. Yeah,
but it was good with the whole
my favorite actor or actress performance in the 2013 film titled The Butler would definitely have to be Oprah Winfrey. This is my first time seeing her act, and I know she hasn't acted in a while, and I believe she won an Oscar back in the 80s but I would have to say her performance is Oscar-worthy. I really liked her. She was funny, she was comedic. You were also able to feel sympathy and compassion towards her character, and overall, Oprah Winfrey was just my favorite character in general. She was just downright amazing. I really liked her. She played her role, to such a T that it was just perfect. Every time I saw her character on screen, I'm gonna get major spoilers coming up, especially her death scene where like she talks about how oh, she does kind of look like me, and it's kind of a funny scene. At first she's like, that girl's ugly, and
then she's talking about the granddaughter.
Yeah, and then she dies, just faints right there at the table. And then Forest Whitaker's character, the butler, turns around, and you're like, oh dang, she just died. I mean, yeah, you could kind of, it was a little predictable. You could tell that it was coming, but it's still, it was still a very emotional, and effective scene that really, pulled my heartstrings. And overall, Oprah Winfrey just stole the show for me in every scene. She was awesome. One of the things I liked about this movie was it was really kind of a coming of age story about this poor guy that, his parents were killed, right? His dad was killed out on the cotton, whatever, and
and his mother just kind of went.
Yeah, and it was kind of a coming of age story about showing how far a poor guy can go. This guy is poor, and he is still able to succeed in life. He gets a call from the White House. The position for the White House butler does not open very often, and he just gets lucky. And they train him to be, a housemaid, and he's able to do it. I just love the whole coming of age, the concept. I'm not for sure how actually true it plays to the actual story. I'm sure that they kind of dramatize things a little bit, for it being a movie. But I thought they did really well of showing the segregation. One of my favorite scenes was the KKK scene. Not because it was a KKK scene, but it was just a really effective scene that was had kind of a scary sense to it. Imagine if you were in that bus and the KKK was getting ready to set the bus on fire. What would you do? I thought it was a pretty crazy scene. I like that scene a lot. And one of my favorite scenes with Forest Whitaker's character was when he finally decided to go to one of the rallies that his son was at. And his dad's like, what are you doing? Shouldn't you be working? And his dad's like, no, I quit. I walked out. I've come to protest with you. And the instant, what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that was a great scene.
I loved that scene. I was brought to tears at that scene because of Forest Whitaker finally realizing he goes to jail with him too.
Yeah.
I loved how he just, I love the whole, my favorite things about the movie are definitely the things that keep this movie alive is the performances. The performances are downright awesome. And then the overall kind of coming of age story concept about this poor guy becoming this great butler that everyone comes to love and adore. And my favorite president would definitely have to be probably Alan Rickman, who played Ronald Reagan, and then whoever John Cusack played. I forget what president he played.
Yeah.
Anyways, I really like those two. That they were just really cool. And then I kind of like how Mariah Carey is wearing the bloody coat and she refuses to take it off. Remember, that was her character, wasn't it? She plays one of the president's wives.
No.
Oh, that wasn't her?
No.
Who Mariah Carey play?
Mariah Carey was Forest Whitaker's mother.
Oh, my mistake. Sorry. Who was someone was played the person with their?
I don't know who.
Oh, well,
she was playing Kennedy's wife.
Right, and when Kennedy got assassinated, she refused to take off her jacket.
Her dress that.
Because that way people could see what happened.
Yeah.
She refused to give that up. I like that. I didn't mean to say Mariah Carey, but you know what I meant.
Mm-hmm. I don't know who it is.
Yeah. Anyways, I just really like that about the movie. And what my favorite thing is about, I didn't expect to go this far, but apparently in this film, not only it takes place all the way back from the 60s?
Yeah.
To 2008, and it shows this butler, only 5 years ago, and it shows them finally when Obama gets elected president, and he's like, finally, we went from being this nation of segregation where we used to have to drink out of different water fountains, and now look how far we've came. Now I'm able to vote for a black president. I love how they brought that modern time, Obama. I love how they brought that. And no matter what, who cares about, your political affiliation, Democrat, Republican. What I love about it is you have to come to realize what they are trying to do. They were trying to reach a whole scope, and I just love how, Obama, what'd you think about that? How Obama was referenced in the film. No matter what your political affiliation might be, it was cool how they made it a modern day thing, right?
Right. I like how they brought it into.
Yeah, I loved that.
I love how
future
tense and stuff.
Yeah, I love how he said, finally I'm able to vote for a black president. That was awesome. That was
Right.
just, I was like, oh,
It just adds a little bit more to the whole
makes it full circle.
coming of age thing with the
Yeah.
segregation and now
Yeah.
black president.
Now we have our first black president. That was just a great concept, and overall just a great film. So what would you give it? 1 out of 10.
I'd give it a 10 out of 10.
Full 10 out of 10, and I'd give it a 10-star rating too. Any last words you want to say about it? Okay, well that's me and Ash's review of the 2013 film titled The Butler. Once again, thanks for watching another video by Centipede Geek. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to my page below, and we'll see you guys later with more videos by Centipede Geek and Ash.